going down, man? It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Hey, check it out, man. We got a special guest today, man. Comedian right here from Houston. Comedian, actor. Hey, man, he's been putting it down for a minute. I met him, I would say, around 2010 out on the scene, you know what I'm saying, when he was hosting a little spot called Aztecas, you know what I'm saying? From there, you know what I mean? He's been in New York for the last, I say, probably 5 or 6 years doing this thing, man. Recently, you can see him on the hit show, man, Godfather of Harlem with Forrest Whitaker. Hey, man, it's going down. Ken Boyd, what's the deal?
We got a special guest in the building. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. Ken Boyd. What's up, brother?
Chilling, man. What's going
How
on,
you
man?
be, man? It's good to see you, man.
Man, good to see you, bro. What's going on, man?
In the motherfucker.
Here this nigga go with the bullshit, man. Here this nigga, same old nigga with this bullshit, man.
Do the people know you used to do stand-up?
You know, I don't really talk about that too much,
so
man.
they don't know?
Not really.
You never mentioned it. Is it not really or is it no?
I've mentioned it before.
Okay, but you never got
I never got deep into it.
Your beloved DJ Don used to
a lot of people don't know I used to go by DJ Don. See, a lot of this Donnie Houston thing been going.
Oh, you know what? I've been calling you DJ Don since I've been over here. You ain't said nothing.
Because people that know me let alone, you know what I mean? It's cool. But
yeah, Donnie motherfucking Houston, which is a cooler name. It's kind of like for some reason, I feel like you're a millionaire if you say Donnie Houston. Yeah. DJ Don, it seemed like you struggling. Nigga, I'm Donnie Houston in this bitch. Yeah, your beloved Donnie H used to perform stand-up comedy. How you like that, man? Wasn't that cool?
For sure.
And that was, how long ago was that?
The last time I did it was a couple. Actually, the last time I did it was 2 years ago around this time in Atlanta at the ATL Comedy Club, Comedy Theater.
You performed 2 years ago?
Yeah, the ATL Comedy Theater. Yeah.
Really? What inspired that?
Man, because I just wanted to get back out there.
And then after that, you was like, okay, I did it. I'm done.
Nah, I was gonna continue doing it, but I be pulled in so many different directions. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just do comedy. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard
like
being multi-talented.
I do the podcast. I DJ for real. You know what I mean? I produce for real. Like,
man, fuck you, Don. I'm good at one thing. Like, I'm great at one thing and one thing only. And this nigga, stand up and DJ and produce, and I'm a contortionist, nigga. And I teach remedial math on Thursdays. Nigga. This nigga here, man.
Nah, nigga, I'm just saying, bro. That really be the thing. But I have to commit to the shit, fool, because I always write. You know what I mean? Like,
you still write comedy?
Always.
Really?
Always. But
like stand up or sketch
full of shit
what?
of just
whatever.
All kind of shit. Some shit is like sketch, like just situations, you know what I'm saying? Some shit is just like one-liners, certain, you know what I mean? Just, I got in my phone, bro, like just all kind of just random shit.
Word.
Always.
How was it 2 years ago when we went up in Atlanta?
I actually went up there. I snuck in the sense of like, I wasn't on the bill to like be a part of whatever, open mic night or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And everybody in that hole was bombing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's open mic, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in that hole ain't really that funny.
Yeah.
And I went in that bitch, fool, and I wrote my shit while I was in Atlanta that time, you know what I'm saying? And it was about how, you know, it was like the language barrier, you know what I'm saying? How niggas don't finish the word and shit, you know what I'm saying? They be like, you know what the fuck going on, all this other type of shit. So I go up there, go through the whole thing. They laugh. And I'm getting ready to just do that and get off because I ain't supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They like, nah, one more. I'm like, man, one more? I got the shit on video. You know what I mean?
And like I said, I got the shit on video.
Yeah, and it was just like a few little minutes, but
ain't that the coolest feeling in the world? You stand
There's no better feeling.
Son.
There's no better feeling. And I can tell you I've had great nights DJing. I've had songs on the radio.
Created number one hits. That's true. That's a fact.
You know,
you've created bangers.
Yeah, but to get off,
you slept with bad bitches.
That too.
And it's nothing like standing in front of complete strangers,
bro.
And you let that combination of words come out your mouth, and everybody instantly.
Because you know what it is, dog. It's the scariest thing that you'll ever do. I think too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Scary.
Because the thing about it is at first. But the thing about it is too is that it's just you up there.
Yeah. That's the cool part. That's what frightens a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, public speaking is the number one fear.
No shit,
son. If you look up world's scariest jobs, like my nigga, the shit is like number 5 or 8 or some shit like that. It's up there with like coal mining and shit like that. It's coal mining and this and other shit, stand-up comedy and some other shit. Like, motherfucker, people would rather die. Like, death is like, public speaking is the number one fear. Death is number two. People would rather die than speak in front of people. Because there is no trick. There is no... This is
that shit is raw. It's no filter with
that. And you know, that's what drew me to it. You know, I'm young. I'm watching the OGs, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. This is before I even had this smallest, no inkling of even performing. I was just drawn to it. I was like, yo, this shit is cool. Because I'm like, yo, here's a guy on stage in front of hundreds or even thousands of people, and there's no DJ, there's no backup dancers, there's no band, there's no special effects, funny shit with the lights. It's just this nigga, a fucking microphone, and a point of view. That's it. And everybody's on the edge of their seat. I was like, yo, that's dope. That's the illest shit in the world, Craig. And then, fast forward, I think the real curiosity came around 19 or 20 to see if I could do it. But originally, I was drawn to it just because it was so raw. It was, you can't hide behind nothing.
That's a fact.
It's 100% you. It ain't no dope beat to rap over. You can't hide behind your outfit. Nigga, it is you.
It's everything. Every sound that comes out of your mouth, every move you make, everything is full attention on you, dog.
Yeah, man. And then when it goes right, it's immediately gratifying because the response is immediate. It ain't no cutting the track, waiting to produce it.
They fucking with it. No, they gonna let you know right there.
You gotta yeah. Oh, what to produce the?
No. I'm saying when you on the stage.
Oh yeah, they're gonna let you know right
there.
The response is whether it's good or bad, it's immediate. So it's not like music. You gotta wait till the people hear it. It's not like a TV show. It's not like a movie. You gotta wait till the people come out. It is immediate response. And the good side is the and the opposite is the silence.
Yeah.
It's like, no, nigga, nothing. We're giving you nothing.
Yeah.
Because the shit you just said is ass.
Facts.
So with that
you need to go back to the drawing board, bucko. Yeah.
That element of rawness and immediate response, man, this is enough to scare the average person, man. But it turns me on. Guys like us, we just weird, man. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, nah, yeah, give me that.
But tell me this, when you're going out, though, because for me, even 2 years ago, even when I went out, I always have to damn near psych myself out. Now, it's not as bad the more you do it. You know what I mean? But every time I go out, it's always like, all right, nigga, black out real quick. Step out. You know what I mean?
I experienced that early on.
Yeah.
Because it was like... It's a giddiness, it's a nervousness, it's unsettled. Like, wow, yeah, my last X amount of shows went good, but because every night is new,
right?
It's a new group.
You never know how it's gonna go to you until you're out there.
Early, I mean, yeah, you can still catch a bad one, man, but you're still learning your voice, and that's the most challenging.
Do you think you found yours?
Oh, nigga, what?
Yeah,
I'm 11 years in.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, man. There's no humble way I can say this, man. Everyone that's listening. If you don't know me, you might hear me and say, yo, this guy's an asshole. But what I'm about to say is just what it is. It's a certain level of confidence that ensues after so many years, and you've done this thing at a certain level for so long. You know what I mean? It's not even a question, or if or maybe. I know Dave Chappelle said this in one of his specials. He said he can be backstage and look out and pick in a crowd, or right when he walks out and says, yeah, this is going to go good.
Yeah.
That's why I am now.
Yeah.
There is no, I wonder how it's going to go. I don't think I'm funny. I don't believe.
And a lot about that comedy shit is confidence.
I know for the fact I am.
Yeah.
There is no, let's see how it goes. I hope it goes well. I know for a fact it's going to go well.
Yeah.
Just like, and take me out the equation. Whatever it is that you do. Yeah. If we talking about someone reaches out to you and says, yo, Don, I need a track. I need a banger. Whatever they need. I need a club hit. I need something for the ladies. I need relationship. Whatever they need, there is nothing inside of you that says, man, I hope this go good.
Right.
Nothing inside of you says, man, I hope I can do this.
Yeah.
Your response is going to be, yeah, come over, we'll bang it out. Yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. Right. You know for a fact you can do it because you've done it so many times before.
Right.
If someone says, yo, man, Don, I got a wedding, I need you to come and spin. Or I got a fucking bar mitzvah. Or I got my birthday party, man, you think you come and spin? You ain't gonna say, damn, I hope I can rock
Or your
them.
funeral, nigga. I did a funeral this shit,
Come
nigga.
on, man. And you can walk in with the utmost confidence and know you about to rock the shit out this funeral.
Yeah.
You go kill him. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm lying. It was pun intended. I did that on purpose. You know, but it's the same way with me. I don't think it's going to go good. I don't believe it's going to. I don't have to hope it's going to go good. I can go up and know for a fact I'm about to rip this motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Because I've done it on that level for years.
Yeah.
But as I say,
how long do you think it took you to get to that?
About 10 years.
About 10?
About 10. 8 to 10.
Yeah.
8 to 10. Around the 5 to 6, and I'm speaking for myself. I'm an individual. Someone's timeline may be different. Someone say, nigga, after year 1, I was cold. Cool. You know, but for me, even though I was doing well, I would perform very well when I was living here. It was always a thing of, man, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I thought I was a fraud the first few years.
No shit? Why?
I felt like a fraud. And I'll tell you why, because I would get on stage and this thing would take over me. This thing, I would say that then, this thing would take over. And now I can just say it's improv. And I didn't realize I was good at it then. You understand? I know I can do it now. I can create on the spot. I can engage the crowd. And I'm not necessarily roasting people, but I can create in the moment. I can just engage someone and I can create. But back then, I didn't know what it was that was happening. So all I knew was I would go up and that thing would happen and I would get off and like, what the fuck what did I just do? Yeah. And afterwards, people were like, yo, that was great. And I was like, but I ain't do shit. That wasn't clever writing. That wasn't,
you ain't own it.
You know, I was just,
yeah.
It was just something that, I didn't have to work for it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is I didn't have to work for it. So I felt like I was cheating. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a fraud. I felt like it was just like, I'm not even fucking a real comedian.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying. I'm not even writing clever shit. I'm not even coming up with thought-provoking shit. I'm going up and fucking around. And people think y'all like this? So I felt like a fraud. But then later on, years later, I was like, no, this shit is dope I'm doing. Like it took me a while.
I'm not going to lie. I've struggled with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Repetition. Trusting yourself.
I'm struggling because that shit being funny, bro. Like I've been funny my whole life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never, like I said, I just still write shit just because I just like to write shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even because I'm going to perform. I just like to write funny shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me be clear to everyone that's listening. That's not my go-to now. I don't survive on stage just by strictly doing that. I still write. I still have thoughts and point of views and things of that nature. But I'm more comfortable with that element of my performance than I was before because I legit felt like I was a fraud. Like this is not even, it's not even hard. It's like I'm going up and I'm dicking around and after it's all over, people is all this adulation. So I felt like for several years, man, I'm serious. I felt like it was the cheat code I was using or some shit. But then later on, I was like, no, I'm improvising. And I see other comics and they either can't do it or they can't do it as well. And once again, I know how this sounds to everyone that's listening, but there is a community of comedians that can do that very, very well, and I'm thankful to be one of them. You know, but it took me about somewhere between 5 and 8 to say this is undoubtedly going to go well. And it's the repetition that I get in New York. That's where the next level of confidence comes from. Because the comedy club that I frequent, my home club in Times Square is called LOL Comedy Club. You see me posting pictures and shit. Yeah. LOL, man, is in Times Square, which means a lot of foot traffic, a lot of tourists. On the weekdays, they do 4 shows a night. On the weekends, they do 5 shows a night. And when I'm in town, I'm on every show. I'll host one, headliner the next one, hosting one after that, headliner one after that, and on the weekend, so on and so forth. So we talking 4 or 5 shows a night for 5-6 nights out the week, man. For the last 6 years. No, I'm lying. For the last 3 years. 6. Nah, I've been living in New York 4 years. Yeah, that's the final number, folks. 4 years. Because I've been living in New York for 6 years. And the first 2 years, I was pretty much inactive. And then after 2 years, I started working at LOL. So I've been now for 4. So 4 or 5 shows a night for 5 or 6 nights out of the week for the last 4 years. Anything you do that much, you're going to be exceptional at it.
Right. And
it's not me. It's half me, and the other half is repetition.
Right.
It's the father of learning, man. It's like, okay, watch this. You know anything about cars, auto mechanics?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know a little bit?
My dad's a mechanic.
Your dad's a mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick something else. You know anything about IT?
Nah.
You know nothing about IT?
Nah.
Okay, watch this. If you take an IT course or not even fuck a course, on the job training, they just throw you in. This is your job now. You in IT, right? And there is a project or a job or whatever that you have to do 4 or 5 times out the day, a night. 5 to 6 times out the week for 4 years. After that 4 years is over, how good you going from 0 to how
I'd have mastered it for sure.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that repetition is so needed, man. I was fortunate enough to get in at this place because no other club in New York does that many shows. That's a fact.
So okay, let's take it back a little bit. So okay, when did you first get into comedy? You know what I mean? Before Aztecers, I'm talking about. Were you like fucking around like high school, anything like that? Like
yeah, I mean, you know how it go, man. You know, you
class clown,
yeah, fucking around.
Were you watching shit? Cause like me, like growing up, even back in elementary school, I was watching Comic View. You know what I mean? Def Jam, all that.
Yeah, of course. And you know, I needless to say, I love Def Jam more than I did Comic View. Comic View, even as a young person, as a child, I would look at Comic View and was like, yo, these niggas is ass.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but like out of every 10, one of them was good.
Yeah.
And it just, for some reason, I didn't really,
But it wasn't, but everybody on Def Jam wasn't funny like that either, though.
But I would say it was the opposite. I would say the golden era for Def Jam, it was the opposite. For every 10, one was unfunny.
Yeah.
Can you disagree with that?
Yeah.
Right,
They had some seasons. Yeah,
it was more funny guys on Def Jam than it was Comic View. I didn't dig it, you know. And but I would still watch it because once again, like I said, I was drawn to this thing, this art form. I just thought it was some cool shit to do. Not personally, I thought it was a cool thing in its own entity. It was a cool thing, right? So that, and then school, and then just my family is funny, if I'm being honest. You know, my family is effortlessly hilarious.
Yeah.
Like everyone. I'm excluding no one. My grandmother is hilarious. My mother is all my aunts, my sisters, my cousins, my uncles. Everyone is naturally funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Without trying. They're not even trying. They're literally just talking. And funny shit just comes out of their mouth. You understand? Anyone in my family could have done stand-up and been just as good as I am, if not better, or if not more successful. I'm the only one that said I'm going to take the initiative to see how far I can go with this thing. So that's number one. That's the family I come from and the environment in which I grew up in. So then you're always the funny guy around friends and family and coworkers and classmates and things of that nature. And then fast forward, man, like I briefly touched on earlier, the curiosity came around 19 or 20 to say, man, I wonder if I can do this thing or get the same reaction that I get from friends, family, coworkers in front of strangers. Could I do this thing that I'm such a fan of? It was just curiosity. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Could I do it? You know what I mean? And plus, you know, looking at the guys that I enjoy watching, the Martin Lawrences and the Eddie Murphys, the Richard Pryors, man, I was like, man, I just thought it was cool. Like, yo, that is cool, man. Just drawn to it so much that it became a curiosity. So around 19 or 20, that was a place, and was I still in college or did I start college? I started college later, like 20. So I either didn't start yet or I had just started. So there's a place on the south side called, ironically, it was called Times Square. And it was like Home Clark, I think.
It's right over here, right around the corner.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Right? Is it still over there?
Yeah.
Times Square is still over there?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man. They used to do comedy over there.
No shit.
It's a guy named Thomas Webb, tall guy. He's then passed away, rest in peace. And Thomas Webb, tall, slim, older black guy. He did comedy there. I'm tempted to say it was either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Forgive me, I can't remember exactly what day it was. So once the curiosity hit, this is how technologically advanced I was. I went to Yahoo and I Googled stand-up comedy in Houston, Texas. So of course, needless to say, the Improv came up, and then their open mics came up. So you sign up on Monday. They post it on Tuesday, and then you do the open mic on Wednesday. Then all these other places came up. They do open mic at Sherlock's, and they do open mic at this place, and Monday night open mic over here, Tuesday, Wednesday, this open mic over here. And then I see Times Square. Like I said, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, I can't remember. So then I started, and then it was free before 9 or some shit like that, and I made a point to make it there before 9. Because after that, it was like $3 or some shit, and I did not have the 3.
Yeah.
So, man, I started going over there, man, because I knew that this is going to make sense to you. I knew what the finished product looked like when it came to stand-up. I saw the Eddie Murphy. I saw the specials. I saw the Chris Rocks. But I was very curious to see what it looked like on the ground level. You know what I mean?
Right.
The developmental part of it.
Right.
I know what the stars look like.
Right.
Let me see what these other people look like. What does that look like?
Right.
And then I just wanted to see it. Right? You did.
Right. No, definitely. Definitely. Because that's a whole nother.
That's a whole.
It looks different. You know what I mean?
It looks different.
What you're looking at is a finished product. You're looking at it all shiny when you see it on TV and shit.
You get it.
It's a whole nother grit and grind when you're looking at it on that level.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
That's what before I even got to the point where I said, okay, let me sign up. I wanted to see what this shit looked like on that level. Because if I didn't, I would have went up and tried to be Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, blah, blah, and do the shit they do. But that's their voice. Right? And once again, it's the finished product. I wanted to see this thing on the ground level, man. So that curiosity had me do that before I even seriously considered doing my own shit. So I go to this place, man. I'm looking at all these guys I never heard of, and I'm checking them out. And I'm like, okay. And I'm so critical, or I'm critiquing these guys. I'm like, yo, I wouldn't have done it that way. Like his whole energy is not, he's not confident. And he's looking at the ground.
Yeah, definitely.
You did?
No, I know exactly.
And I'm
what you
looking
mean.
at these guys, and I've never done it before. I'm looking at niggas who's done it maybe some years.
For sure. But you could be like, hey, man, I could see what.
But that was the benefit. Because I'm looking at them like, well, I'm not going to do that. It was the same thing with my sisters, if you allow me to digress just for a second.
Yeah.
The same thing with my sisters. I grew up in a house full of women, man. 2 older sisters and my mom for a long time.
Yeah, and that's how, I'm the middle child. I got an older sister, younger sister, and all that. Same shit.
But I was the youngest. And I learned a lot vicariously through them on what not to do, just by seeing them get in trouble, like coming in late or whatever, and lying. And I'm like, okay, well, shit, I ain't gonna do that. And then, oh damn, you did that. Oh yeah, okay, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. And I'm doing the same thing with these guys as I see going like vicariously. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. No one laughed at that. They was like, you did good, but they not loving you like that. You know what I mean? So I start going to this place every week. Every week I'm there. And I'm there by myself. And then the guy that orchestrates, that was running the thing, once again, his name is Thomas Webb. He comes to me and he says, yo, man, ain't nobody that much of a fan of stand-up comedy. You hear every week. You want some of this, don't you? I say, well, yeah. If I'm being honest, yes, sir, I do. He said, I bet. You come next week and I'm going to put you on. What's your name? I say, I'm Ken Boyd. All right, Ken Boyd, you come next week, I got you. Next week I come and I get bumped, right? And he says, I forgot about you this week. Now, next week I got you free. I'm sorry because this person showed up, but next week I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Came the next week. He was like, hey, I got you tonight. So I'm gonna put you in the middle. I'm gonna put on 1 or 2, maybe 3 guys before you, just to get the crowd going, and I'm gonna put you in the middle. I ain't gonna put you up first. I say, bet. I could bring my boy. My boy was recording, I think. I hit my boy and said, yo, I'm about to go up for the first time, man. Yo. He came out to support me. Now, he didn't record that night. He came out. When I tell you, so this is my first time ever. When I tell you that shit was ass.
No shit.
And I ate my dick, nigga. I bombed my motherfucking nuts off. I'm up there. I'm talking 5 minutes of silence.
No shit. What were you talking about?
Perfect silence, man. What did I do? I came up with some little 5 minutes, man. None of it I can remember. One joke I remember telling. One joke. And the one joke I remember I said was and this is such the beautiful lesson, man. And I'll tell you the lesson afterwards. I'm up there, I say, yo, man, who smokes in here? And this is already after maybe about 2 or 3 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
I say, yo, who smoke? Anybody smoke? And a couple people, you know, and then let me pause right there. It was an older crowd.
Yeah.
You been there before Times Square?
No, I know Times Square's an older crowd. That's why when you say Times Square, I'm thinking to myself, like, the only people I know are like my aunts and uncles.
Exactly.
That's some school shit.
That's what it was. It was perfect. It was so school. Jerry curls.
Yeah.
Gold teeth.
That type, yeah, school.
With the open face
school,
gold.
Yeah.
It's school, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they was in there too. So I'm this young, 21 year. I'm 21, man.
Yeah.
I'm 21.
In
in front of
hoe.
grown people.
Yeah.
Real grown people.
No, this
man.
your mama age type shit.
You dig what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, man, I'm up there, man, and nothing's working. And then this one thing I came up with, I said, yo, anybody smoking here? Everybody, yeah, of course. I said, yeah, man, you ever be so high that you pull up at a stop sign and you wait for it to turn green? And what you hear right now was the exact response. And this was the lesson I learned afterwards. Check this out. You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
I don't even smoke.
Yeah. So you ain't being true to yourself.
Never have.
Yeah.
And I know now that they were old enough and grown enough to see that. They looking at me like, nigga.
You don't even know nothing about what you're talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Finding your voice.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Tom Webb comes up to me and says, hey, man. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, fuck this.
Yeah. You discouraged?
Nigga, what?
See, the first time I did that shit, and maybe I had an advantage, you know what I'm saying? Because the first time I did comedy, I was around the same age. I want to say 19 or 20. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. But it was the second year of college, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So they had a pageant called the Ebony Man that the AKAs put on.
I'm familiar.
You familiar with the Ebony Man? So in the Ebony Man.
They still do that, right?
I don't know. They might. I hope they do. It was a thug
I
little
don't know.
thing.
They
you
might.
know what I'm saying? It was live.
Because at U of H, they called it Mr. AKA. Or no, Mr. Pink and Green.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's like
same concept.
They auction you off and shit like that.
It ain't auction off. What happens is there's different. There's you got so many contestants. You know what I'm saying? And so you got different categories. You got to say a speech. You know what I'm saying? Then they got a fashion thing. Then they got a
it's similar
talent portion. You know what I'm saying?
Very similar.
So got in that hole. I ended up winning second place overall. You know what I'm saying? Only because I think the nigga who won was a little more popular than me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga J Dub. But
shout out to my nigga J Dub.
But nah, J Dub he killed that hoe too. But nah, I was in that hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna DJ at first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like, man, that's not really exciting. You know what I'm saying? To see a nigga get up there. Because I wasn't finna get up there and go behind my back and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna do all that. So, like, man, fuck it. What else can I do? I'm a funny nigga.
Yeah.
Let me do comedy. It's college, bro. All I did was write about college shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Skipping class. Fucking, everybody had Sprint at the time. And I knew Sprint ain't work around the campus at certain spots. So it was like telling jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? Just other little shit, but it was all tuned to like I knew my audience. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
So the first time I did it,
you knew your audience.
The first time I did it, bro, I got standing ovation. I got standing ovation. Now, mind you, I went out there in some motherfucking like shorts, nigga, and cowboy boots with no shirt, nigga, and I'm like 130 pounds soaking wet at the time because I'm like, shit, if my jokes don't work, at least I look like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying?
Shorts and cowboy
Come to
boots
find out, by the time I got to telling the jokes, none of that shit even mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was tight. I got to find the video of that shit.
Your benefit or your advantage over me at the time was you were smart enough to tailor your material towards your audience. I'm going in, not even fucking. It took me years to look back and say, "What the fuck was I doing?"
You didn't even consider it, motherfucker.
I didn't even consider that these were, older people.
Yeah.
And what is it that what is it that I could say something that could resonate with them? It was just, I'm up there using language, and I'm,
nothing that would appeal to them.
Out of nothing I did appealed. I got 0 laughs.
Yeah.
This is no exaggeration. It was 5 minutes of silence, man.
Yeah.
Even the language I was using, man, I'm so raw, and I'm not even doing it cool or in cadence. It was just, there's nothing like I am now. And even afterwards, Tom Well pulled me to the side and says, "Hey, man, look, if you want to do this, you have to," he's told me the same thing. You got to learn your audience and then clean yourself up, man. You're a young, handsome guy, man. You don't look like a motherfucker. Because every other word, you ever see a bitch, motherfucker, and shit.
Your delivery's not believable.
He said, you don't even look like that.
Yeah.
Thank God I can convincingly pull it off now. This is the way I actually talk.
Right.
But the thing is, man, and this is the bedrock of finding your voice. Whatever makes you funny before you started doing stand-up comedy is the shit you should do on stage. Whatever the thing is that makes you funny around your friends and family and shit, to make people say, "Oh, nigga, you crazy, god damn." Whatever that thing you did, whatever it's the voices you make, the faces you make, the observations you make, whatever that thing is that makes people say, "Nigga, you ought to do stand-up." You have to do that. Because that's the real you.
Yeah.
When you're around the people, you're not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You fucking around.
Yeah.
And the end result is people are dying laughing. But then when you start stand-up, you almost become this alternate version of yourself, the version that you think people want to see. And you got to really navigate your way around that or through that.
But you know what?
To where your comfort level gets up, then you can be yourself. That's when it gets good.
And that's when, because at that point you ass naked on stage.
Ass naked.
You know what I'm saying?
Ass naked, man. And then if you really funny, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
And if you ain't, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
Thank God we really funny.
Yeah.
We really funny.
I gotta do more comedy, bro. Every time I talk to you, I be like, I need to do more fucking comedy, man. Fuck, dog. Fuck with this nigga. And you don't do it to make it any better, fool, because you always bring the shit up, man. Yeah, Don, nigga, you do comedy and shit, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, because in my opinion, everyone should do stand up at least once before they die.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful experience.
It's a great experience.
It's a beautiful, even if it doesn't go well, it's a beautiful experience, man.
Yeah.
Everyone should get into a fight before they die. It's certain shit.
Yeah.
You learn so much about yourself, man.
Yeah.
Square up with a nigga before you die, man.
Yeah.
Do some shit.
Yeah.
Do stand up. Do some shit that makes you uncomfortable. I went skydiving and shit. It's one of my best jokes now.
Yeah.
And I add nothing to it. I just tell the experience on how it goes. Like, I went sky. First they do this, and then they do that, and then the nigga said this, and the people are fucking loving it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially for stand-up, the more experiences you have, the better your comedy is. The more you can talk about.
Yeah.
The more vast your experience, the more vast your material. But outside of that, when it comes to you personally, I don't feel like I'm talking to Donnie Houston. I don't feel like I'm talking to DJ Dunn. I don't feel like I'm talking to a DJ or a producer. I'm talking to another comic.
Yeah.
So that's why I speak about it the way I do every time I speak to you, man, because it's like, nigga, it's certain language I can use and references I can make that you're going to immediately, I don't have to explain shit to you.
Yeah.
I don't have to say, okay, this is what this means. This is what finding your voice means. This is what, owning it means. This is what being ass naked on stage is. This is the best feeling in the world. I don't have to convince you this is the best feeling in the world, because everyone that's in their respective genres of entertainment or their own profession, they say that's the best feeling in the world.
Right.
But I'm talking to a guy who's experienced it all and says, no, this is the best.
No. Comedy is the one.
You know what I'm saying?
Comedy is
so
the
that's
one.
why I can speak to you that way. It's a different comfort level versus me speaking to a civilian, and I have to explain these things in an interview, and it's like, you tell me how. Hey, come on, man. But you, it's like a comic interviewing a comic. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Yeah. So man. So okay. Shit. So you go to New York. You know what I mean?
New York City.
Was that Was that just going, or would you? Because I know you kind of linked up. Talk about linking up with Tony Rock. How'd you link up with Tony Rock?
Oh, my man. Much love to Tony Rock, man. Oh, man, that's my brother right there, man. You know what happened with Tone? If you don't know, in the audience, Tony Rock is the younger brother of the guy I mentioned earlier, Chris Rock. Exceptionally funny.
Right.
And the cool thing about it's several cool things about Tony. I'm gonna mention a couple of them. It's impossible to list all of them. I'm gonna only mention a couple of them. One cool thing about Tony Rock is he's the 180-degree polar opposite of his brother on stage. It's a fact. His brother goes left, he goes right. Brother goes down, he goes up. You know, you would never know they was brothers.
Yeah.
You would never know.
Yeah.
They sound different. Their subject matter is different. Their stage presence is different. Their delivery is different. He's his own man. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
He's his own man. He's his own comedian. That's the cool shit. That's number one. Number two, very giving. You know, very down to earth. He's a regular nigga, man. Doesn't think himself to be higher than anyone else just because he's, an entertainer or a millionaire, which he is, or been in the movies, been in the shows and tours and blah blah blah. You know, none of that. But that came about because, so like I said, I did the first thing at Times Square, and I didn't perform. I didn't touch it for 2 years. I don't know if I mentioned it.
Nah.
2 years I didn't touch it. In my mind, I was done. I tried it. I failed. Fuck that. I'm done. 2 years later, at 23, I did it again. But the whole time.
At Times Square?
No, hell no.
Okay.
I don't think I ever stepped foot back in Times Square.
Yeah.
I didn't step foot back in Times. The second time, and this was kind of.
I've lived in the. I don't live in Clark now, but I'm from Herm Clark, bro, and I've never been in there.
Yeah.
Because I just know it's a school spot.
Yeah, school spot, kind of like Mr. A's on the north side.
I never been with, Yeah,
the only reason I've been to Mr. A's because they started doing hood night.
I remember.
You remember that?
Yeah, Mr.
They
A's.
started doing hood
Yeah.
night. Boy, they was in there. Boy, it was some slut buckets in there on hood night. You guaranteed to get an STD in that motherfucker. Yeah. So, in that time frame, and I'm getting a tone. Believe me, forgive me.
No,
in that time frame, that desire never left me. Even though I told myself I'm done, it never left me. So that whole 2 years is kind of like a tap on the shoulder, like, yeah, come on, man, let's try it one more time. So at 23, I did it again, and I had the benefit of going to an actual comedy club this time. I went to this place that used to be on Wall Street called the Laugh Stop.
Okay.
Right? So it was an official comedy club. You sign up. They take like the first 30 guys. I say, let me try it one more time, man.
Had you been working on your stuff and everything? Or?
This is what happened. I still had the same stuff, but once again, I thought I was done, so I wasn't working on nothing.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, fuck that. I'm through. I tried it. I'm going to finish college, whatever. And I was going for marketing and advertising. I'm going to do that.
What were you going? U of H or?
No, I got my associate's degree from Houston Community College,
okay.
HCC. Did you used to work for them or something?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Damn, they got known for a long ass time.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a show or something, right? You remember that one time, the lady, you had a meeting with the two women?
Yep.
You remember that? And then they didn't end up doing it?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be my biggest payday at the time. I was like, man, y'all gonna pay me how much?
Yeah, I was trying to. I showed you I was gonna put you on
trying
that
to put
shit.
me on.
Yeah,
you remember? Yeah, you
I do remember that. Yes.
And see, that just goes to the character. It's just that's him. Like, hey, I got this opportunity. I got this guy that'd be good for yo. Because you could have easily said, nigga, I do it.
Yeah.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
But you said, nah, I know this other nigga. And that's just the type of nigga Donnie H is.
I appreciate that,
I go to this place. I sign up. Now, this is the beautiful part. This is right when the Chris Brown and Rihanna thing had just happened. Just happened. Maybe a few days ago.
Oh, it was fresh.
It was fresh. So maybe even no more than a week ago, it just happened. And this is right when viral wasn't even a term yet. But this was viral. It was fucking just leaking all over the internet. Y'all heard Chris Brown, and the pictures came out, and all these fucking theories and had came out, and stories and shit, rumors. I heard this happen. So I was like, yo, I think I can freak that. I can do something with that. And then the creative juices started flowing again. I'm like, damn, I think let me try this.
Yeah.
Sign up for the shit. I get on, and I said some jokes about that. I only had 3 minutes. Chris Brown, Rihanna shit, man. I said like, yeah, this is what I heard happen. And what's this? Oh, that's your phone. And I basically combined all these stories and rumors that I heard and made it one big story, man. And then, man, I look out in the crowd, these people, man. Oh my God. And I'm on stage like, oh, this the way it's supposed to go. Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
This shit feels good.
Yeah.
Yo. From that moment on, I said, nigga, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I got my associates from HCC, and I was about to transfer from U of H. Then that shit happened. I started doing stand-up. So
from that moment on, you was for real,
like,
moment, fuck it.
I didn't transfer. I was about to. I went up, had the meeting, paperwork, everything. I was about to transfer to U of H for marketing and advertising. Then I started doing stand-up. Then so now I'm halfway in collegiately as far as because all I had to do was like another
couple years.
Yeah. Boom, degree. After that, job. After that, career,
right.
etc. Promotion,
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Fuck around, you gonna meet a chick.
Yeah.
Your pull out gonna get slow.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I wanted to do would have died, and that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
In either way.
Yeah.
So that's the sacrifice I make now in pursuing what I do. Now, at this point in my career, I can't have no family, man.
Yeah.
I just can't. Nigga, I haven't been at home. My apartment in New York, I haven't been there in a couple months.
No shit.
I won't be back there until because I got off the road. I did a couple ships. I came straight here. When I leave here, I go straight to my entire December is jam-packed. I won't physically walk in my apartment until like January. What the fuck kind of relationship or family?
Yeah.
What kind of father would I be?
Right. Absentee father.
You know, that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
We experienced that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's not fly.
No,
I don't want to
it'll
do
be
it like
irresponsible.
that.
No, I feel you, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have to do what I have to do until I get to the point where I can do what I want to do. You know, Kevin Hart status, he can take his family wherever.
Right.
You know, he can do that. I can't. I got to go get it.
Right.
You know? So, and I'm about to bring it all around, believe me. It sounds like I'm just rambling, but that's the trade-off. So if I would have done that, I'm pretty sure that's what my life would be right now. But the trade-off would have been I'd never become the nigga I am now. Now, granted, in essence, I'm the same person, but I never would have explored all these things and this thing with stand-up and then TV shows and you know, traveling and doing all this extra cool shit, man. Right. So the trade in life, that's the trade. You either go do what's inside of you, and you trade off the conventional, you know, friends, family, your own family, stability, etc., to do this thing that's inside you. Or you let that thing inside you die for the conventional. I got my wife, I got my husband, I got the white picket fence, I got my dog, I got kids, whatever. Now, you can have it all, but that's best case scenario on the art side, on the performance side. When you just Top Gun, that's when it's like, okay, I can do all this now. Even still, you moving around a lot. So,
but most times you're never gonna go the family route first, and then be like, "Shit, I got the family right now. We gonna go get this." It
happens, but never. No one designs
slim
chance.
Yeah.
No one designs it that way. No one says, "I want my family first, and then go out." You know, you just
life. Too much life happens.
Your pull out gets slow, and then you say, "Oh, but I still want to do this thing." So you keep grinding. But to jump back, and once again, everyone, I apologize because I'm long winded. Fast forward. Aztecers. Thank God, MC Kane.
Shout out to MC Kane.
Oh my nigga.
Yeah.
And you asked me one simple question about Tony Rock, but I got to give you the foundation.
Yeah.
Got to give you the background. MC Kane says, "Hey man, look, because you got to realize I've been knowing this nigga for years. I went to school with his younger brother, O&E.
O&E. Shout out O&E. Yeah.
You know." Like, this is my brother.
Yeah.
You know, we went to Cashmere Senior High School together. Go Rams. And I'd be over his place all the time. You know, he come on my joint, nigga. Our families knew each other. And with me hanging out over there, you know, me being me, just fucking around, having fun, being funny, MC Kane became MC Kane. I remember him running back to us like, yo, nigga, these people giving me money just to get on the mic. I'm serious. Listen to me. I remember him being giddy and excited. These people trying to pay me just to get on the microphone and like have fun and fuck around. He's pulling out money. Like, look, they gave me money. The girls is on me just because I got a mic in my hand, man. This bitch, I was kissing this bitch in the back of the club, man.
Yeah.
He's telling me and his brother, and we looking like, wow.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, this shit is crazy. And then he became MC Kane.
Yeah.
So then he got with Ra Ra. Then he got with this promoter and then all these other guys. And then he says, I want to create this thing where we have fun, karaoke, and, you know, have people come up, we drink, we have a good time. Comes to me, his little brother's friend. Who the fuck? Out of all the niggas he knew Kiati, he knew Ali, he knew the prominent comedians, he knew the real MCs.
Yeah.
This was MC Kane.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is gonna tell him no? If he says, I want you to come over here and do this, blah, blah, blah. He came to me. Never saw me host nothing. And plus, it could have been an expense thing because he knew I would have done it for free. Anybody else said, no, we got to pay them. So,
yeah.
But I'll take it how I can get it.
Yeah.
Comes to me, a nigga he never seen perform, never seen do stand-up, never seen host anything, and says, what you doing on Mondays? Yo, what? I ain't doing nothing. What you mean? Yo, I got this thing that I'm working on. It ain't ready yet. We working it out with Ra Ra and all that. We looking for a venue. But once we get it together, I want you a part of it. All right, whatever. Months go by, you know, we fucking around. He brought it up again. Yo, 2 Mondays, what you doing? Ain't doing nothing. I'm ready for you. I want you to come and host this thing that I'm doing. It used to be a Spotlight Karaoke was Aztecas before Aztecas. You know what Spotlight Karaoke?
Sure. Yeah.
Spotlight Karaoke was the testing ground for Aztecas. Kane invited us out just to see, like, yo, this is what it is. It's gonna be a lot of women. It's gonna be a lot of, you know, prominent people in the city. A lot of music, a lot of drinking, and the shit you just saw me do, hosting it. That's what you go do. And we gonna change venue because that was just a one-off they did. So boom, they went to Aztecas. And then I went another night just to check it out again. He's like, all right, you ready? I'm about to put you on. All right, you ready? And the first night he had me do it, I said, yo, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? Like, you want me to do the shit you do? He said, don't do what I do. This is the most important advice he gave me. He said, don't do what I do. Do you.
Yeah.
The shit you do around the house and the shit you do around when you just fucking around, and I owe a lot of that to him. He said, the shit you do when we just having fun, do that. And that's what I did. I'm up, I'm fucking around, I'm having fun. Everybody like, who the fuck is this nigga? And Kane was like, yo, that's my nigga. He the new host. Kane would facilitate and operate and, you know, orchestrate the bigger names coming in. The NFL guy, Warren Sapp was there, and Slim Thug comes out, and 97.9 The Box, fucking J Mac, Jess Brittany, Kurt Cobain, Propane, D-Lo, out yourself. You know, the big drug dealers was there.
Man, Aztecas was a good time.
It was a scene, man.
That was a time, man.
It was a scene, man.
If you went at Aztecas, that was what, 2010?
About that, 09, 10, something like
09,
that.
10 up in there, yeah.
And we had a run too, man.
Yeah.
But what he did for me was he put me at the forefront. He spoon-fed me an audience, a ready-made audience, ready to go.
And people would be in there drinking, having a good time, so it went.
It just went.
Yeah.
And I'm up just fucking around.
Yeah. We'll be in that whole tripping, boy. Yeah.
Roasting niggas, playing music, whatever, man.
Pulling motherfuckers up there, all kind of shit.
Having the dance contest.
Yeah.
The ridiculous shit that you could never do now. I'm doing biggest titty contest and biggest ass, big twerk contest and ride my face contest. I did a ride my face contest. I got horny niggas. I say, what nigga want to be the judge? Horny niggas come up there and lay down, bitch come and straddle their face and shit. You could never do no shit like that now.
Yeah.
We would get shut
the
fuck down.
That's a fact.
But that's the type of shit, the free range that he let me do. He say, nigga, this is your show.
Yeah.
This is your show. You're the host. You got to ask me for shit. Run it. Anything outside of real pornography, but yeah, run it.
Yeah. I mean, and that went from that to the stand-up.
To the stand-up. Now watch this. To the stand-up.
Was Tony Rock in Aztec? How does Tony Rock play a part in that?
Man, you beat me by half a second.
Okay.
Well, actually 2 seconds, because when it comes to the stand-up, when I was selling out all those shows at the Improv, the same people come to see me was the Aztec
Right,
people.
that was your crowd right there. Yeah, for sure.
That was everybody. I got a show at the Improv. All the motherfuckers bought tickets.
Yeah. And ain't did a DVD. The Mama Raised the Food, was it?
Mama Raised the Food.
I still got that hoe.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Good memory.
I still got it.
I'm talking hundreds of tickets, man. Came from Aztecers. Aztecers came from Kane. Now, to bring everything full circle, the reason I said everything I just said about the journey and Aztecers and everybody showing up, Tony Rock's cousin lives here, named Rob. Rob one night says, yo, man, you got any representation and something like that? I say, nah. He said, yo, man, I usually don't even do this because niggas be behind. And plus, Rob kind of flirted with stand-up for a brief run, too. So, he was on the scene for stand-up. He said, man, niggas know who my cousins are, man, and they be in my face all the time, man. And I don't like to do shit like this for people, man, but I'm going to hook you up, man. I don't know why. I just like you, man. You funny, man. You're a cool dude. You a respectful guy, man. Yo, man, what's that place I be seeing you post about all the time that you be on the mic? I say, Aztecers? He said, yeah. Tone coming in town, man. I'm going to bring him now.
Oh, man.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Right? So, now Tone is a party guy, even to this day. Loves a good party. He will come in town, do his shows. After the show, where the party at?
Yeah.
Every time. Where the party at? So as to I think he was at the Houston Improv that weekend, right? So the Improv shows up from 8 to 10. So the show is over around 11:30. 11:30, yeah. So around 11:30, 12:30, the party's just getting started at Aztecers.
Right.
He left the show. My man Rob brought him to me.
Yeah.
I'm up there losing my mind. I remember that night.
Yeah.
I'm losing, man. I was in rap form that night. Everything was just, I'm busting them all night, just fucking around, having fun. I incorporate the music, and I'm roasting people, and I'm being a real
host,
a real conductor.
Yeah,
right. And I met the brother. I still got the picture on my Instagram when I first met him. Hey, what's up, man? This is my man, Ken. Boy, Ken is Tony. Yo, what's up? Good to meet you, man. Blah blah blah. Hey, what's up, Rob? Y'all want some drinks or something, man? Boom, take care of them. And so boom, met him, cool. He come in town again. He got more shows. Yo, I remember him tweet, yo, what's up? That Azteca place, is that still going on? Everybody, yeah, come on. He come again. Now every time he comes to Aztecers. So now there's a budding relationship now.
Yeah, he building rapport, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ken? Yo, my man Tony, everybody, my man Tony is in town. What up? Welcome back, baby. He get on stage, fucking, we doing the Will Smith shit. Dun,
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
This my man now. Yo, man, let's go shoot some pool. Yeah, bet. I beat him, he beat me, And one time he came in town, I just happened to be performing at this charity thing. CC set it up. CC.
Yeah.
Little skinny
Cecilia.
CC.
Yeah.
She set it up. Her and her business partner at the time, born CEO. I don't even know her real name.
Monica.
Yeah, Monica.
Yeah.
So they had something, and they had me headline it. Tone shows up. He's in town. He's like, yeah, I heard about this thing you was doing. Yeah, I saw you post a flyer. Yeah, you're my man.
Just came through on
come
love.
To check you out.
Yeah.
On the muscle, on the strength.
Yeah.
I go up, I headline, I did like 30 minutes, man. I'm up there, busting them up. I'm fucking around, man. I'm getting them. And his upcoming weekend at the Houston Improv was like next month. He said, and then after the show, I said, yo, thank y'all, good night. He put me to say, yo, go back up there, tell him about November, about the Houston Improv. I say, yeah, you're right. I go back up. Yo, everybody, I'm sorry. Yo, my man Tony Rock is over there, man. Give him a big round of applause. Everybody. Yo, he's going to be at the Houston Improv next month or next 2 weeks or whatever it was. Make sure y'all go check him out. Houston Improv, man, he go to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This my man. This my brother, man. Go check him out. He say, tell him who else going to be on the show. I'm like, nigga, I don't know who.
Yeah.
Who else going to be on the show? Nigga, you. It's going to be me and you. Nigga, what? Now I'm telling you, it's gonna be me. I say, man, Tone, don't fuck with me, man. I got my people in here. They listening to you. My man, it's gonna be me and you at the Houston Improv. I say, everybody, shit, I guess I'm gonna be on the show. Everybody clap. Yo, man. Oh shit, Ken. And I remember I said, man, I want to rip this shit out this weekend, man. He had me feature. It was the host for, you know how the Houston Improv.
Yeah, for sure.
Host, feature, headliner.
Yeah.
I'm doing 25 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. Nice little time.
Nice little chunk of time.
Yeah.
And it's almost the perfect amount of time to prove you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I was a few years in. 4 years, actually. I was 4 years in.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, he was like, yo, you my man. I fuck with you, man. I fuck with you. I'm going to take you out. I didn't believe this shit at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe when you come to Houston, I'm going to be your guy to perform. But, nigga, you ain't taking me. I'd be goddamn. Christmas Day, he hit me. I just got back. You know, you run around, eat plates everywhere.
Right.
Just got back at the crib. I'm laying down, getting ready to shut it down. Get a text. Yo, next month, Richmond, Virginia. This date between this date. You in or you out? Nigga, I'm in. Go to Richmond, Virginia, rip it down, and from now, because he wanted to see if I can handle it. I did well at home. He wanted to see if I can do well on the road.
Yeah.
And that's not my people. And after I did that, he was like, it was just dates.
Yeah.
Okay, now we got Ohio, we got DC, we got this, and that started and now to this day, it's my man. It's my man. I go to LA, I text him, yo, I'm in LA, yo, we hang out all night, man. It's my brother, man. And he didn't just do that for me. There's several comics can tell you similar stories like the shit I just told you.
Yeah.
And that's just the type of nigga he is. He go get you an opportunity, man.
So talk about going from, because I mean, 13, was that 2013 we moved to New York?
2013. Damn, you got a good memory.
I remember because I remember we had a conversation about it, and I was wanting to move to New York. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting into some shit and having to stay here. But
you always get into some shit, man.
I just had, shit happened, man. You know what I mean? And I ended up staying here by force and not by choice. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But hey, man. I just remember us being in the studio having a conversation, and that may have been the day we did that video on YouTube.
Yeah, the fucking
the mic check.
The
you know what I'm saying? That might have been that day.
Oh my God!
But I just vaguely remember. I have a fucking elephant's memory, bro.
Yeah, 2013, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And so New York came about because I performed here for 5 years. I had experienced a level of success. Like I say, everything I just told you, man, with the Aztecas, and I got a fan base now, and then the Houston Improv, I'm selling out every show, and people loving me, and Tony Rock is my man. Every now and then I go out with him. I made a DVD. I made merchandise and T-shirts. I'm selling that. No one would have faulted me if I would have said, yo, I'm the man. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to build. But then it was just like, okay, this is cool, but what's the most I'm actually going to gain from staying here? I can make money, but if I want to do what I want to do at the level I want to do it at, ain't no movie opportunities around here. Not for real.
Yeah.
You know? And above all, I want to get better. I want to become a better comedian, performance-wise. Even my overall approach. You know what I should have did? I should have charged up this damn phone. But, and everyone I looked up to comedically, everyone I grew up watching, the Eddie Murphys, the Richard Pryors, etc., they went to New York. Yeah. Even if they wasn't from there. At a certain point, they lived there. Yeah. Or they went there for some, Mike Epps, name it. They went there. Chris Rock, he's from there, but that's where they went. Yeah. That's the Mecca. And as a comic, you learn this type of shit. Like, New York is the Mecca of stand-up comedy. Right. L.A. is the Mecca for movie making. Even not no more anyway, because Atlanta is taking that over. That's a fact. This is before Tyler Perry built them studios. More movies have been made in Atlanta for the last several years.
No, that's a fact.
Than Los Angeles, California. Yeah. Hollywood, California, I should say. That's just a fact. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now Tyler Perry really finna open that shit up.
Tyler Perry about to really put his foot up their ass.
Yeah.
So, but as far as the art of performing stand-up comedy, it's New York. That's where the baddest motherfuckers at, man. That's where the hardest crowds at.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, like, I don't want no easy shit.
Yeah.
And everyone told me, like, man, L.A., they laugh at anything. You go up and just do the setup, man. They dying. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Fuck I want that for?
Yeah.
Man, that's a false sense of help me out, Don. What am I trying to say?
False sense of security, false sense of
security is a false confidence.
Yeah.
It's it ain't real, man.
Yeah.
If they laugh at anything, you go, "Oh man, I'm killing them." Are you?
Right. That's not conducive to a nigga that wants to actually get better.
Right. It's arrested development is what it
Right.
is. But then you hear, man, the crowds in New York, nigga, they don't let them all. Man, you really got to know what you're doing. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, because you got to be on top of your
My
shit.
nigga, you want to fuck the bitch that can't nobody fuck.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, would you fuck the bitch that everybody fuck? You probably would.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna brag about, hey, nigga, I fucked her.
Yeah.
Everybody fucked her.
Yeah.
What you bragging about?
Yeah.
But then you pointed the bitch that can't nobody fuck. Yeah, yo, I fucked her.
That's the motherfucking trophy right there.
Nigga.
Yeah.
You did what, nigga? How?
Yeah.
That's the type of nigga I am. I want to go over there.
Yeah.
Because I know if I can get them, I'm proving to myself, oh, nigga, yeah, I'm nice. So that's how New York came about. And Steve Fly, man, is a comedian from here, but he's been living in L.A. for years. Guy named Steve Fly. That's his real name, Steve Fly. He gave me some of the best advice. He said, because I expressed to him, I said, yo, I think about going to New York, man, just to get better. And, you know, it's more opportunity. Even outside of me wanting to get better, it's more opportunity. It's more comedy clubs. More comedy clubs is more opportunity.
Right.
There's one comedy club here. One
Right.
A-list. It's really one.
The Improv.
The
and
Improv.
after
That's
that, you
it.
gotta
That's
cut
a
shit.
weekend club.
Right.
You got a bunch of comics jockeying for position, trying to get that feature work or that
hosting.
or that
Yeah.
hosting work.
Yeah.
Other than that, you try to go out of town or try to be a feature for somebody. This city is made. You can get good here, but it's made. It kind of grooms you to be second rate. And what I mean when I say that is, look, think about what I just said. Here you're doing well. Check this out. You're doing well here if you frequently work at the Houston Improv as a feature or a host for someone else, and the dream for you here is to go out on the road with a bigger comic. I did all that. I hosted here. I featured here. I met a comic here, and I went on the road with him. That happened very early in my career, 4 years in. So at that point, I was like, nigga.
Well, what else?
What else?
Yeah.
Kind of like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, that shit happened to him so quick, it was like, well, shit. Okay, SNL, stand-up, special, movie. Now let me produce. Let me do that. Right? There's some guys here who's been doing stand-up comedy here for years, still haven't experienced that. So to them, that's their goal. That's their idea of success.
Yeah.
But once again, it grooms you to be that second rate. You don't even view yourself as, I should be the one that someone's featuring for me.
Because you can't even see it.
Because your whole focus is to host or feature for someone else. Oh man, if I do real good, I can go on the road with them. But come on, man, where's the sense of individualism to where you're striving and working for you to be the one that's in the lights, right?
And I want to say this too, because I some people, that's just they goal.
Yeah.
In the definition of success is
defined by the individual.
But to your point, I 100% feel you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a ceiling.
There's a ceiling. Now, the exception to that ceiling has undoubtedly been a guy named Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly. He refused to leave, in which I thought it was insane, but he did it. The nigga did it. But he's that funny to where he brought the industry to him.
And he's been doing it for a minute.
And he's been doing it for years. No one else here is that funny.
Yeah.
I don't care how that hurts someone's feelings or what. Everyone knows, man, this nigga is a fucking genius. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
He's a powerhouse talent that just cannot be denied and cannot be passed on. So if you're Comedy Central, and if you're whoever, and you realize you see this man, you go get him. You snatch him up.
Yeah.
You know, and even with that, it took him an X amount of time to get to this place. You know, probably not because, you know, of the talent. It's because he was dogmatic enough to say, no, fuck that, I'm staying here. It took a little longer, but he got it. Now me, I ran to go get it. I ran to it. I went to the industry. I went to New York. I'm the one that said, hey, look at me, I'm here. You know, so it happened a little quicker in my career, you know, because I ran out. But at the end of the day, man, it's a dozen comedy clubs in Manhattan alone that I can name, top of my head. One here. One. So with that alone, wanting to get better and the opportunities there, and plus, it's full-blown agencies there that represent talent.
Have you linked up with an agency?
Yeah. I'm with this agency called Prestige Talent Agency.
And so is that how you got in with the Godfather of Harlem and all that?
That's exactly how I got in.
Okay.
And I'll do you one even better. When I got signed with Prestige, which was through a
and they caught you through stand up, just doing your thing stand up.
Yeah, through stand up, and that was with a comedy festival that I did called Big Sky Comedy Festival. I got second place. This was maybe a year ago. It was a year ago. And so any comics listening, because I used to wonder, like, how do you even get in front of these people? How do these people discover you? The talent agent and the managers, how does that even happen? And now I know. No one told me. Someone was like, yeah, those comedy festivals are good to do, but no one said it's an industry there.
Yeah.
You know, and I discovered it on my own, and I submitted. Didn't get it the first year, submitted the next year, got it. Big Sky Comedy Festival in Montana, Billings, Montana, and it's a lot of industry there. It's a lot of agencies and bookers and producers, and that's how I started doing the cruise ships. And I got second place. I didn't even win. I got second place, but afterwards, you best believe.
Exposure.
You best believe I got everybody's card. I emailed everybody. Hey, good to meet you. I'm glad I was able to perform in front of you. Here's a clip. Here's a couple clips. Here's my bio. Here's a headshot. I look forward to working for you in the future. That's how I got on the cruises. That's how I got my agency. I had an audition with America's Got Talent. I met the booker for Jimmy Fallon, who's still waiting for me to submit him a tape. Shout out to him. And my now agent, Mark Scroggs, he said, yeah, I like you. I'm gonna pick you up. And I'm about to blow your mind. The first audition he sent me out on was Godfather of Harlem.
Get the fuck out of here.
No bullshit. And I got it.
Get the fuck.
And I was kind of motivated because I was talking shit when he first signed me. I say, man, I'm gonna make you a lot of money. So I kind of
you got to go in there.
I put the pressure on myself.
You got to go in there. So I can't go in here and embarrass myself.
I can't say no fly shit like that and not deliver.
I had to talk myself up to this nigga.
Yeah, man. But I work very well under pressure, so I put that pressure on myself.
So have you been taking acting classes and all this in the whole time?
Never took one acting class.
No shit.
Never took one acting class. Man, you want to know why? Because that role, and right before I pulled up to do this, I'm talking to an OG in New York named Kareem Green, which everyone respects, and he's just an OG, man. Very funny and well respected and revered. And he calls me after he saw it. He said, "Yo, I just saw you on fucking Godfather of Harlem, man. That shit was like perfect for you.
Yeah,
that was like a role that was just right up your fucking alley."
Yeah.
And like everybody in New York says the same thing because they think I'm the countryest nigga ever. They was like, nigga, you like a pimp. Like the way you talk.
Yeah.
Not a pimp like the way we would think about it, but like a dated.
Just a smooth.
And the way I actually talk. I say shit like, I be like, hey, what's up, baby? You know, like I actually talk to her. Hey, man, dig this, man. You know, I say dig this. I say, yeah, I can dig it. Hey, don't jive me. This is some shit this is a vernacular.
This is a fact. This nigga really talk like that.
So anyone knows me, this is my actual, I'm not trying to be someone. This is actually me. Like, I actually use this type of lexicon. And so when I first got the audition, it was my man from Philly named Reggie. I told him, I said, yeah, they got me auditioning for some shit with Forrest Whitaker, man, on Epics. It's called Godfather of Harlem, man. It's supposed to be like Bumpy Johnson and Malcolm X and Adam Clayton Powell and shit. He's like, what they got you doing? I said, man, they got me playing like a pimp from the 60s. He's like, nigga, that's you.
Yeah.
That's actually who you are, nigga. You go get that. That's your. And fast forward, I got it.
Yeah.
And then my boy called me there. He's like, nigga, that's perfect. And the reason it's perfect because I'm not acting.
Yeah.
I'm not even acting.
And that's what drew me to it, because I'm sitting here watching this shit in half-ass, and I heard the voice. I say, man, this sound like a nigga I know, man. Looked up, I said, this motherfucker Ken, man. God damn,
yeah,
man.
That's me. I'm a better comedian than I'm an actor. I'm a average.
Nigga hits his back of the head, motherfucker.
Yeah, the bop. I told you, like I said before the interview started, nigga Dante, shout out to my brother Dante Higgins. I gotta go see his newborn.
Shout out Hig.
I gotta go see my nephew, man. But this nigga text me and say, nigga, why you fall like that after the nigga hit you?
That shit funny, dog. That shit was funny as fuck. But it was good though, man.
Yeah, man,
You know
but
what I mean?
it was no acting.
Yeah.
It was legit just me.
And they kept you alive, so you never know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
thank God, man. Yeah, they were supposed to kill the character. They were supposed to kill me. And the night before, the producer hit me like, yeah, we ain't gonna kill the guy, man. We just go knock him out. And and I got this from Kevin Hart's book. Kevin Hart, did you read Kevin Hart's book?
Nah, that shit, no.
Kevin Hart in his book said, man, when it comes, he was just going on a lot of auditions.
Mm-hmm.
He said, when it comes to auditions, man, real simple. Be on time, know your lines, be respectful, be likable. That's what that's what I did. It's on time. I'm speaking, hey, how you doing, brother? I'm upbeat disposition. And with the character, I just played it the way I played it. And the guy that directed that episode is the guy that directed Juice.
Okay.
His name escapes me. Oh Lord. But he directed Juice, and I met the guy while we was on set. I was like, "Yo, man, it's good to meet you, man. I grew up on your movie, man." And he was like, "Yeah, I saw your footage, man. When you went in for your interview, I just liked the way you played it. I saw it and I said, yeah, let's go with him. I like this guy.
That's what's up.
Just likable."
That's what's up.
To the point where they kept my character. They was about to kill me, man.
Yeah.
And then the night before, it was like, yeah, let's keep this guy alive. Maybe and it could be something. It could be nothing.
Yeah.
But like I said, a character being alive is a lot better.
Right.
It might not be the season 3 or 4 until they decide to, hey, let's bring that guy back.
Right.
So you never know, man. But, like I say, being alive is a lot better than being dead. So, and I think what I learned from that was try to incorporate as much as myself in every role, unless it just don't fit. Unless it just don't fit, and the role requires like, no, you need to be the opposite of who you are. That's real acting.
Yeah.
And that's some shit I haven't really mastered yet. So until I can master that, I got to be me.
Yeah.
And that's just not the best way to do it. But then in the future I can, learn the methods and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's been a good experience so far, man.
So what you got coming up next, man? What's next?
Coming up next. What do I have coming up next, man? This Godfather of Harlem was my next for so long, and now that it's over, I don't know what's coming up.
I'm back in stage, man. Catch me at the LOL.
Yeah, I'm constantly I'm traveling. My agent is always having me going in for every audition. He had me submit something right now for The Last OG with Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
And Tiffany Haddish, man. I know when last time I was in LA, was it CBS, ABC? Someone wanted to have a meeting with me, so I'm looking forward to that. They want to speak to me. Next time I'm in LA, I'm always on the road, man. I performed on this cruise just recently, and the cruise director came up to me and was like, "Yo, you might as well clear your schedule for 2020, man, because I'm going to physically book you for as many dates as I can."
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So there's always a next level, though. Where I am right now is very good. I'm doing well, man. I'm making some nice little cash. But just like when I was in Houston, there's always a next level.
Right.
And that's human nature, man. No matter what you're doing, man, in your marriage and relationship with kids,
there's always
business,
more.
There's always a next level that should be aspired to attain.
Right.
Because if it wasn't, I'd still be here.
Right.
Performing in whatever club or performing whatever bar and just making whatever grunions I can make. But that's all. Yeah, where I am now is cool, man. I'm doing the cruise ships, and every now and then I get on TV. And every year I've been on TV since 2016. I did
the Apollo, right?
I did Comedy Central first with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Which was Heart of the City.
Yeah.
Then I did Showtime at the Apollo. I shot that in 2017. Then it came out in 2018. So if you want to split hairs. And now Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah.
2019.
That's what it is, man.
Now it was fourth quarter of 2019, but
hey, man,
we got it in there. You know, and so now, you know, I'm always
on a hell of a show. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize, man, you don't know what it's gonna be until it come out, man.
Yeah.
You know, you get the audition, you get it, and then it come out, and it's like, oh shit, people really like this.
Yeah.
You know, even Rotten Tomatoes is like maybe 80-something%, 70-something, 80-something percent, and the confirmation for me when I saw my niggas posting it, like Carl Spivey and shit.
Yeah.
Posting like, yo, like hood niggas like, yo, this Godfather of Harlem is good. I'm like, oh shit, we might have something.
Yeah, yeah.
When hood niggas like it.
Yeah, but you know it's right up a hood niggas alley though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Niggas getting killed, drugs
but that's
being
America,
sold,
man. They gonna get on whatever we like.
Yeah.
Historically, rap, hip hop music is the #1 consumed genre of music for the last
15, 20 years.
Well, no. It's been major for the last 15, 20, but numerically speaking,
10.
I would say that if maybe the last 3.
You think?
Where the numbers support
the numbers,
it.
okay.
Now that could have been the case for the last 10, but now the numbers support it.
Yeah.
Country music, jazz, R&B, all of that, hip hop #1. Whatever we like, everybody likes.
For sure.
That's a fact.
For sure.
Internationally, and I'll tell you why. Because America sets the tone for the world. Black people set the tone for America.
Facts.
We are the taste makers.
Facts.
This is outside of me being black and me being biased. This is just whatever we jump on, everyone jumps on. Everybody. So if hood niggas like it, everybody likes it. Yo, this shit is dope. Coming to America is like the most fucking recognizable comedy of all time. It's a black movie.
Yeah.
It's so popular and known, you don't even realize it's a black movie.
Yeah.
People don't even look at it that way. It's just a funny movie.
Let's do this real quick before we get out of here.
Uh-huh.
Greatest comedian of all time.
You know what? If you would have asked me that, matter of fact, if I'm being honest, if you would have asked me that some months ago, I would have said Richard Pryor.
Really?
Yeah. But now, I'm willing to submit that Dave Chappelle is giving Richard Pryor a run for his money.
Even over Eddie Murphy?
Oh, yes. Dave Chappelle over Eddie Murphy every day.
No shit?
No shit. No shit. No shit.
No shit.
Yeah. If Eddie Murphy's specials have not aged well. Are they still funny? Yes, they're funny, but they haven't aged well. They're not. 'Cause if you look at what he's talking about, it's the comedy from a 22 and 27-year-old, right?
Right.
It's now once again, is it funny? Now if he's talking about like in Delirious he was 22 and Raw he was 27. In Delirious he does the Goonie Goo Goo and Ice Cream Man and things of that nature. Now some individual bits have aged very well, but the overall special, in my opinion, everything I'm saying is 100% opinion. I don't want to confuse anyone that's listening to me. I'm not foolish enough to think like, if you don't think what I'm thinking, you're wrong. You know, and if you're sitting here,
this is your perspective. Go ahead.
Yeah, and if you're sitting here, if you're gonna reply by saying, no, this is the greatest of all time, I'm not gonna disagree with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with you. I should say, like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, right.
It's
of course.
art. It's subjective, man.
Of course.
There is no right or wrong.
Of course.
You know, so let me establish that. But in my opinion, if you look at it, you know, when I was a teenager or a young man, I probably, this is the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah.
You know, because it's geared, it's tailor-made for that type of viewer.
Yeah.
But if I look at it now, I'll say, it's solid, but
I get it.
It's not lose my mind classic material stuff where it's like, oh my God, this is great. Eddie Murphy stuff to me is good.
You talking to me right now has made me realize something, because I love Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to separate it, and I've never broke down my comedians like this, but What you're saying is absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Eddie Murphy,
I don't want to convince you. I mean,
no. What I'm saying as far as
I don't
Eddie
want to
Murphy,
influence your.
As far as Eddie Murphy stand up, because here's the thing. It's not so much that, because Eddie Murphy was the GOAT for me. You know what I mean? Even though I think Chappelle, this whole Netflix run, he didn't. I mean, he's made his case for being the best one. You know what I mean? Just off Netflix alone. Fuck everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Stones, man.
So yeah. So, but it's just like with these rappers. It's like, Snoop Dogg. He's probably my favorite rapper. Or even like I'll say Tupac. If we're talking GOAT conversation, the number one for me was Tupac, right?
Tupac.
But you can't front on Jay-Z. And I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, and Jay-Z got the numbers to back it up, and he's done it longer.
Now watch this. Jay-Z is my number one guy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't want this to digress into, because I want another point I want to finish about stand-up. I think the best rapper ever is Eminem.
Oh, come on, man. Which is bullshit.
You say that's some bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, that's my opinion.
Go ahead.
I think when it comes to, and I say that for a reason.
Based off numbers? What are you basing best off of?
No. Let me be very clear. When it comes to the art form or the actual skill
level, okay,
of rapping and putting words together and matching syllables and matching words and creating, in my opinion, no one does that better than Eminem.
Yeah.
But my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z is more diverse. Now, if we're narrowing it down to the action of rapping.
See, you're talking about skill level when you say best rapper.
Yes.
That's what you're making your judgment based on.
Yes.
Skill level.
That's what it is. It's rapping. You're rapping. Now other elements.
It's a lot of niggas that's technically skilled rappers that I wouldn't consider, because it's a lot. I don't want to get too far into rap. Let's go back to stand up. Yeah. But I get it.
Am I making some type of sense?
No, you're making sense.
Okay, right.
And you're not wrong.
Right.
You're not wrong. Go ahead.
But Jay-Z is more well-rounded.
Right.
He has style.
He's somebody you want to listen to.
He's somebody you want to listen to. His beat selection, his stories, his
subject matter, everything.
His subject matter, his delivery.
Right.
He checks more boxes than
Right.
Eminem does. Right?
Right.
It's kind of like if we go to basketball, you say, "Oh, this is the best basketball player ever," but this is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna name names because that's gonna be another conversation.
Yeah.
But you can fill that blank alone in your mind. Like this person is the best, but I like this person.
Yeah.
So whatever. But back to the comedy conversation. If I look at Eddie Murphy now today, and I can acknowledge it for it being good, but is it great?
Yeah.
Is it actually like, yo, what this dude is saying? There's no prevalence. There's some prevalence. Let me be fair. There's some prevalence, but not enough for me to say, oh man. Now I will say this: Eddie Murphy undoubtedly was the first comedic rock star to elevate the genre, elevate the art form, and have more eyes on it. He was the first comedic sex symbol, and he was doing the leather shit, and he was. It
wasn't just like, oh, this is a funny guy.
Yeah, he was trailblazing. He took it to the next level.
Right.
And what it could be like, nah, we don't have to be these wacky, corny, dopey, good. But like, nah, motherfucker, I could fuck your mama if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So he took it, and for that, will forever be regarded to me as one of the pioneers and trailblazers and things of that nature. But the actual art form of stand-up comedy, he doesn't make my top 5.
Okay.
No.
Damn, not even your top 5?
Not even my top 5. Because if you take all of that away, and we're talking about just stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
If you didn't know he was...
No accomplishments, no 48 hours, Coming to America, no none of that shit.
Let's take the movies away.
Gotcha. Understand? No, and that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Right? Think about it.
Now give me your 5. Give me your 5.
I'm about to tell you. Take the movies away.
Yeah, no. Point making.
Point made.
Yeah.
But it's more people listening.
Yeah. my bad, because I forgot you. We talking from a comedy.
It's more people listening. So take that away.
Yeah.
Take away the aura. Because let's be realistic. The man had 2 specials. That's it.
That's a fact.
The man had 2 specials. Were they good? They were good. But if you look at those today, the subject matter, and is it really holding?
And not even that. It's just more so that it's people that got hard as shit.
Now you smell what the Rock is cooking.
And that's why I say I understand. Like, based on it's just
Eddie
people that got
Murphy's
hard as shit.
name was and is.
He's a god. He's a comedic god.
And the nigga blew up so quick. That's what even made him like
a phenomenon.
Life.
Yeah,
it was no one ever seen no shit like that. It was scary. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So if we take all that mystique away and we look at the skill set and the execution of stand-up comedy with the 2 specials that he's produced,
I give you that.
Is it good? Yes. Is it top 5 good and greatest of all time? Not for me. Speaking for myself. Yeah. Now here's my 5. In no particular order.
Yeah, you make a great point about it. A great point.
All right. Now, no particular order now. Chris Rock.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
I'll go living, then I'll go deceased. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. That's the only 2 that's living. Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Deceased. Patrice O'Neal. Bernie Mac. Richard Pryor. That's my top 5. You fuck with Patrice O'Neal?
See, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
You never got into him?
I never got into him.
Patrice O'Neal, man.
Point me in the right direction, because he's one. And like I said, I study comedy, bro. Mm-hmm. So I try to figure out, even if I don't ultimately become a fan of him, if I hear that you're great, I want to try to figure out why you're great. Right. Study your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Patrice
He's
O'Neal,
one I ain't caught it.
Patrice O'Neal has officially has one special called Elephant in the Room.
Okay.
But outside of that, he was I don't want to say he was more underground, because he operated at that level between underground and stardom. He was like right gray area. He kind of hovered as far as notoriety goes.
Yeah.
But the shit he could do on stage, man, it just was not fair. And the points he would make, and he would take the most difficult subjects that were so challenging to express and articulate, he would just bring it down to where a common man could say, oh, that makes sense. About women, about relationships, about business, about the banking system, and about foreign what's the word I'm looking for? Events, current events, and foreign affairs, foreign policies, and things of this nature. Just well versed and regular natural thirst for knowledge, man, and just dope, just fucking dope, just made sense.
Yeah,
the nigga just made sense, man. And he had this one line where he says, just to give you a small insight, his best shit is not
documented.
It's documented, but his best shit is audio. His best shit can be found on YouTube. Like, if you're looking for a special to watch, you can watch Elephant in the Room. Elephant in the Room is very good too, but there's other shit, like unofficial shit, you can find on YouTube, and you'll see some clips too. But he was on this show in New York called Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
And he was a staple on that show. And this nigga, he was just a naturally funny dude and thought-provoking. That's the real essence of him. Thought-provoking. It's like, damn, I never thought about it. Like, you could disagree with Patrice O'Neal and still respect his point of view. You could walk away like, I don't agree with that, but god damn, I respect that point he just made. Yeah. That was him, man.
Yeah.
That was him. And to give you an insight, this is one thing that he did. And this is one of the audio. He said, okay, this is the way, because he just broke women down. He said, all women think they look good. All women think they're like, have a certain X amount attractiveness, right? He said, "Yo, what if there was a club called Fine Ass Fine Bitch?" Right? You have to be nothing but a 10. Like, every woman think they're a 10. I'm a 10. Ask any woman. Ain't no woman gonna say, I'm an 8. Men are more realistic in the way they look. It's like, nigga, I'm regular 7 on my. If I put my shit together, I'm an 8.
Yeah.
Or if I'm an 8, if I get my hair cut and shit, nigga, I'm a 9.
Yeah.
If a nigga just fucking around, you might say you're a 10. No woman, scale of 1 to 10, what you, nigga, I'm a 10. No woman is gonna say they less than a 10.
Yeah.
He says, what if that was a nightclub called Fine Ass Fine Bitch? You got to be a 10 to get in. And if you anything less than a 10, they pull out a baseball bat and crack you in your motherfucking head. How much confident are you to get in that line and get in that club? That's the type of shit he did.
Yeah.
That's just like, and women like,
yeah, twice, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So this is the fucking mental Jedi mind shit that he did, and these was the points that he made. He took your head and he put it inside his head and like, no, look at this.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking at it, or even put a mirror in front of you. No, look at you the way I see you.
Yeah.
Or the way the world sees you.
Yeah.
And Patrice O'Neal, man, look him up. Anybody that's listening, especially other comics or you have comedic aspirations, look up Patrice O'Neal, man. The nigga's, by all definitions of the word, great. Just great, man. Richard Pryor, I ain't got to go there. You ain't got to, come on. That speaks for itself. Dave Chappelle speaks for itself. Chris Rock, I say Chris Rock, and I'll explain Bernie Mac and Chris Rock. Chris Rock has about 3 classic specials. Classic. Watch this. I'm going to make a point. I'm going to say something. You go finish it. There's black people, and then there's what?
Niggas.
Who came up with that?
That's Chris Rock. Yeah.
Now, that sentiment existed before he put words to it, but simply addressing something that everyone knew that no one could really know how to articulate.
Right.
No one could put a label on it, but he did.
Right. Right.
He did that.
Right.
And then, whenever black people get together, niggas fuck it up. Did you see the way the crowd reacted when he said that?
Yeah.
Because everyone felt that way, but you couldn't express it.
Yeah.
Not to say you were afraid to, you just didn't know how. It's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Because maybe before that, in our mind, we probably thought we was all niggas.
Yeah. But
Chris Rock comes in like, no. It's black people, then it's niggas.
Yeah.
And white people. Y'all need to know something. Black people hate niggas too.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is classic, timeless stuff. Eddie Murphy ain't got nothing like that. His stuff is, yeah, man, I'll fuck a bitch, man. I get in the bed and I mean, come on, it's good for a young man, but there's no prevalence in his material.
What do you think he's gonna come back with?
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be serviceable. I don't think it's gonna be a banger. I think you're gonna look at it and say, oh, okay, that was solid. And I tell you when I take it to the next level. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a banger. I hope it's something we can look, yo, nigga, Eddie Murphy is back.
Yeah.
But realistically, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be serviceable, good to watch. I don't think it's gonna be just iconic, because in his prime he didn't do that, and he's been away for 30 years. And his best shit is Delirious and Raw.
Right.
Is it good? It's good. Is it good? It's undeniably good, but doesn't have the same prevalence in which I'm talking about as with Chris Rock. I'm not even going to answer the question. Anyone listening, you answer it for yourself. Look at those. Go look at Bring the Pain. Look at Raw. Look at Delirious with Eddie Murphy. Then watch Bring the Pain.
Yeah,
Bigger and Blacker.
Yeah.
And Never Scared.
Yeah.
And I think he took a dip on